We are aware of your comic timing from seeing you on Succession and some other things, but it feels a little different here. The comedic performance does in this film. Tell me a little bit about reshaping the way you approach the comedy for this film.
For some reason, I feel like physical comedy could really be a part of this, so I was trying to find a lot of that wherever I could. You know, I think he starts off the movie as, you know, not equipped for this. No one respects him. He's pretty much like a bad cop.
That's your phone number right there at the bottom of the page. That's how I knew to call you. I'm always detecting.
You're not a detective, though, are you?
I know, but
you found this document sitting out in the open on a desk in a minuscule caravan. That's just noticing, isn't it?
It was sort of finding the physicality there to look clueless and clunky and
kind of awkward.
Yeah, awkward. And I wanted to just be. I mean, I think we made my clothes kind of baggier so he would just look like skinnier, not like a muscular, like tough cop at all. And so I think it was about, you know, some of that, and then over the course of the movie trying to find a stature that maybe is more natural, and we tailored the clothes a little bit more to my body so that it feels like he's, you know, he's coming into himself more, and little things like that. But, you know, I think the writing lent itself to a lot of that. It is a family film, you know, kids movie, you know, you want to like capitalize on comedy when it's there. But also, you know, I never wanted to make it funny at the expense of losing the, you know, the stuff that Tim is really going through, and the darker themes of the movie and everything, more serious themes of the movie.
Wake up! Everybody wake up! We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
What?
Lily, tell us what to do!
Our shepherd was murdered. And we shall solve the crime.
Well, the movie does have some serious themes, and it is for the entire family, absolutely. But it's a movie, I think, that trusts the audience to allow younger people in the family to see this, knowing that they can handle darker stuff than sometimes I think that we think that they can. That I do think it's a family film, despite it being a murder mystery.
Yeah, it's really tough to pull off.
Yeah.
You know, when just putting it down on paper, like to be able to include death, you know, loss, grief, you know, getting over losing the most important person in your life, the person you love the most. It really goes into that. I know that I've seen the movie twice now, and it really goes there, and it's really hard at times. But I think, like, in real life, when something hard happens, you don't wallow in it for too long. You're like, what can we do? And this flock of sheep, you know, they kind of rally. You go, okay, this horrible thing has happened. What does this feel like? Kind of let's talk about it and let's not avoid it.
Yeah.
You know, sheep in our movie and maybe in life, like, can just forget about stuff. Right. They can really willingly just like forget about it.
That's a big thing in the film. It happens a few times,
And they're not allowed to forget when George dies. Yeah. And I think that's a really powerful message. Hold them in your memory. You know, hold the people that you love when you lose them in your memory. And I think it's really unique in that there isn't a movie that really deals with this stuff. What we're talking about, it's a tough one. But I think Craig Mazin wrote a really great script in that, you know, the movie always finds the positive and it goes towards something really beautiful towards the end. Yeah.
Were there actually sheep on the set?
Not a single sheep.
Not a single sheep? No.
Unfortunately. I thought there would be some around, like even if you're just filling the background of the field or something, but they made every sheep. They, you know, created it by CG. So,
were you looking at anything? Because there's a couple of scenes where you have to see the sheep and you're responding to them. Was it someone with, you know, on all fours, waving a flag or something? Say, look over here.
Sometimes there was a guy or a group of guys. If the sheep were running down the street, they would run in the background with the cardboard versions. It's like kind of amazing.
That's
like,
awesome.
We didn't need that, but if you're gonna do it, thank you. And so they were running around, and they also made some stuffed animal versions of the sheep. So sometimes on the other side of the camera, I would have a stuffed animal version of Lily or something, which was nice. But there's a lot of imagining and hoping the CG team brings it to life properly, but they did. Yeah.
I love the actors with the little cardboard sheep. That's something now that can put on their resume under special, whatever, actor's resume. What
Special
is it?
skills.
Special skills,
Special
yeah. I
skills,
can ride
yeah.
a horse. I can imitate a sheep. I can, yeah.
I can run a sheep around. Yeah, I can run this. Yeah, that was really helpful. We
Yeah.
needed it.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks,
Pleasure to
man.
speak to you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.